Welcome back to the next episode of Next Level Siege, where today I'm going to be going over the map Bank, and I'm going to go over 3 different sites. First one being Tellers, which isn't my favorite site, but I prefer it a little bit more than holding open as the site. The second site being CEO, which I have an awesome Azami strat, and it's a really fun location to hold. And number 3, the basement hold with castle. I find this to be the most powerful strat I've ever come up with, and I'd love to show you guys it. So enjoy. So we'll go to Tellers, Smoke. Um, you'll want to run his shotgun, SMG-11, and then deployable shield like normal. Okay, so we are here, and I already did the setups to make things go a little faster. So here you have the optional reinforce or the optional footholds. Personally, lower elo, I like to reinforce both sides of this wall because teammates typically won't know what they're doing a ton. You want to put a hole as close as you can onto this door or this wall here. So that way, if you play this door, you can see into door and play window at the same time. Pop holes somewhere in the center of the wall, so that way you can play archive door from the shield, and then I like to have this shield on like it's somewhat of an off angle, like it's kind of awkward, but it's so that way you can play it just in case people are here and here at the same time. You know what I mean? Because this is like, I don't know, it's such a hard site to win. It's got very low win rate, but yeah. I already talked about that reinforce. This is also an argumentative like rotate slash reinforce. Higher elo they'll have that open, so that way they can play into open, because teams can run through garage and be in open and have open control, run through printer and have printer and open, and they can take open in like 20 seconds. So that's why people, more higher level teams will take open. Again, lower skill level teams like, plat and below, maybe not, and then just reinforce that off. Run footholds all along janitor, so that way they don't have janitor as easily. I already made the rotate. It's such a basic rotate. It's such a hard rotate to even like go through, because this is literally main lobby. Reinforce both these walls. Pop head holes here, because later in the round, teams really like to just push into the front desk, and like when they're crunched for time, they run in. They're worried about here, here. They'll never really check over here too much. I mean, they will eventually if you let them walk all the way in, but they're always worried about whoever's behind you. And then your last 2 reinforcements will go here and here on this wall, on E2 walls, so that way, because this is a huge contention point. Because if they hold this hall, you can't, like, I don't know, huge hold. And then you'll have 1 extra reinforcement. I don't know. Place it where you want, to be honest. And then, of course, this is a bank, so, top, if you're not anchoring, you want to play upstairs along, like 3 roamers, top floor. Make sure they do not get top floor control. And that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say. This is a very hard place to hold. I don't know. Good luck. Okay, with Azami, basically the whole you'll start off. You'll get as many reinforcements down as you can. Get all 4 of the main walls. Reinforce this wall in from janitor, so that way they can't just peek here and destroy all your wall denial. Make a rotate here, a rotate here with your impacts. Reinforce all this off, and then pop a small hole here with your deagle or whatever gun. I guess it doesn't matter. Make footholes under the desk, so that way you can see on this side of the desk, so they can't just run into Trump and then hide behind the desk. Reinforce all these windows off. Leave the door open for, rotational purposes. Reinforce all 3 of the conference walls, and then the 2 leading into Trump. Make a bullet hole here, and then by that time you'll have at least 3 Azamis, because the kunais take time to charge up. And then you'll block the drone hole. You'll make the one-way, and then place there's like a little handle on the side of this generator that you want to throw the kunai on, and then place it right here throw one on the side of the table, and then yeah, this is a very pick heavy hold, and try to save 1 kunai, so that way if they do end up getting wall, you have some sort of way to either block it off and then be able to play off the kunai. Like if you were to, let's say they take this wall, or even, any wall, you want to try to block it off as much as you can, and then still try to play off this. Yeah, basically that's the whole gist of the strat. And if you get, the first thing you do, if you're getting heavy focused and pushed out of janitor right away, try to get into this exact hallway, so that way you can play off this hole here, and it's a very powerful hole, because you have line of sight into literally basically everywhere. And then even if you really want, pop a hole here, and then you have line of sight literally everywhere. And it's a very pick heavy location. Like you want to get kills as best as you can, and yeah, basically. And you'll want to have either Wamai's discs or Jaeger's ADSs, and try to stay as safe as possible. And this is a really good strat of mine. Very big favorite, very big favorites. Yeah. Okay, first thing you want to do, garage double door. Block it out with the castle. Reinforce the wall by it. Reinforce the right wall of these 2. Have peekable holes, and then make one of them a jump through of sorts. Make nitrocell holes along the top. Leave this wall soft. It's a waste of time to reinforce it. Just leave it alone. Reinforce this wall. Get the normal hatches, like the elevator hatch. Reinforce that. Reinforce the vault hatch. Make footholes along here. Make head holes here, so that when you get the one wave of people coming down the stairs, reinforce the left wall of that. Make the rotate here. So you will be upstairs as castle. This will be barricaded off. You'll pop both the hatches, this one and that one. Reinforce all 3 teller's walls. Make a reinforcement here, or rotation there. Castle barricade here. Reinforce this wall. This is very optional. I don't do it because it opens a line of sight, because you're holding this whole area by yourself, and you'll want to have a teammate top floor, so that way you don't get pushed from the hatches here and here. You'll want to place your proximity alarms, or the beepers as some people call them, there. And on top of this window, make the footholes here. Again, I don't know if I mentioned to castle that off. And then basically, for the start of the round, you'll just play off this or for footholds and kind of just wait around. But keep in mind, by the time you're done with all the setup that you have to do for open alone, you're like 15, maybe 20 seconds into the round. This is a very hard hold, but it's such a rewarding hold. And honestly, 90% of the round, you're going to be just sitting here proned on this hatch, waiting for people to run in. This is an impossible one-way. No one will ever be able to kill you up here through this hole. Basically, unless there's anyone trying to take you out from anywhere else, you're just sitting on this hatch holding. You're sitting on, well, I guess both the hatches holding, but mostly this one, because no one will be in server. And then, this is server, by the way. No one will be in server. So you're just holding the run-in. That's why this is completely useless to reinforce. The only problem is you can't see deep corner. But that's what you have this guy here for. This teammate here. He's holding deep run-in, and this is by far the best possible way I could ever think of to hold this site. It is the most powerful hold. Sub to the creative communications, like, sub, and share. And same thing, Jordan JHS Creative Communications on all socials, I believe, Twitter especially, where you can get updates about uploads. Mailing list, let me know if you guys want to get on the mailing list. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.